From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he returns this to the 22. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now you just box protect that offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up. We'll soon find out.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. They'll run. Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's wondered in his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we got 6, we'd be in a better spot.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. It's complete to Cook. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. On the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
to the air. Allen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir. And it's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Oh, goodness.
That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to...
Oh,
and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Ah, that is crazy.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced incompletion on first down.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Allen going to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, our score, 9-3.
Crazy. We good, though.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Oh my goodness, they are not blocking.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to get on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And a fast footwork by White. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Out to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Bills at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Allen. Dancing to his left. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. Throw left side. That's Cook. Now he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 26 yards. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the gun, it's Tua. Completes it to
Oh my goodness.
He's going to come up a few yards short of the first and get into the ground at the 37.
Oh, I ain't never seen it. This man ran backwards. It is crazy.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
He had no reason to run backwards.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
about 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. And this is caught with the ground. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now Allen again. Shakir hauls it in. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Oh my.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one.
Oh my goodness.
Picked off by Tashawn
Oh, we ain't gonna block.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Touchdown Bills. James Cook.
Crazy.
The 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They fake the handoff, now Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try to get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Well, that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try to pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Completes it to Coleman. And they end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's able to get it to Coleman. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Buying time to his left.
Excuse
Allen taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way.
43 passing yards.
And get this proverbial train back on track.
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ooh,
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away. And
oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure what you're doing.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now.
Niggas are literally in the backfield every time I come back here. Crazy.
On the return, it's White. Fights loose. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. Allen.
Shit, I got cut.
And incomplete on the deep ball. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
I ain't never seen these not block the
First
whole
down
game.
Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Oh,
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Here's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fast footwork by White. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, 78 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And just shutting him off there. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill.
How would his pass on a
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A run straight ahead with H.M. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. So I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side is complete on a diving effort. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st down, Miami.
Tua sets up to pass it. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. The end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Tua going to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane.
A 16-yard touchdown.
Oh, I
And the
didn't.
Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fast footwork by White.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline. And they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. They give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 35 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Oh my goodness, they're
From
going
the
to
open
get
man, that's complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman with his 2nd touchdown.
been a crazy game, bro.
Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight
I
victory to
can't
start
leave
the
that hole,
campaign.
man.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They'll run for it with Achane. Now inside the 25.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fast footwork by White.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Boom, boom, boom.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They begin with a run by Davis. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
First throw now for the backup, Trubisky. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
Straight span. What's up, brother?
Third down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
The first down carry for Davis. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From midfield, here's pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Bills first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it. That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He'll drop this off for Davis. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
Nah, Span, that shit was crazy, Span. I ain't never seen niggas get through the way he was getting through earlier in this game.
All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 47 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And the Dolphins have got it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's second.
I really probably picked this one up and walked in, man. They hold me.
Throwing Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now Tua.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Here's Tua.
Damn it, I had
Shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Tua.
Okay.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Sanders on for the extra point.
Ah, I missed that one. Oh, I didn't.
And the lead will shrink to 6. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick.
I think I went too far. Oh. Ah, ha, ha. Damn it.
Recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a
I went too far over, man.
big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Yeah.
And he will have the Bills first down, and that should be that.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points,
Still got
it's a
stuff too
complete
cold, too fast.
Every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Brand, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Buffalo, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0
Man, look at
now
that, bro.
on the young season.
Crazy peaks
And
and
they'll get
stuff
another
was
home game
happening.
next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem
23
themselves
should have never
at
been
home
gone here.
next week.